Hello viewers, I am Sarita Mishra from DM School, RI Bhubaneswar. Today I am back with another interesting chapter of your class 5 math magic book, that is area and boundary. So today we will discuss about boundary or perimeter of any closed shape. Students, in class 4 you have a little idea of boundary and perimeter. We will also discuss area enclosed by any closed shape and will solve some application problems based on area and boundary. Children, you may ask, why should we learn area and boundary? What are its utility? Suppose I have a beautiful garden and I want to protect it from animals and also from flower thieves. So I have to fence it. How much wire is required to fence my garden? For that I need to calculate the boundary of my garden. Okay, and we all make houses, so I need some square size tiles for my drawing room. My drawing room floor is 6 meter long and 5 meter width. How many square tiles of size 25 centimeter side are required for my drawing room? For this we need to know the area of the floor of the drawing room. So these are the basic utility of perimeter and boundary. So let's start our discussion with perimeter or boundary. The boundary of perimeter. Boundary or perimeter of a closed shape is the total length of the closed shape. If the shapes are made of line segments, only we can measure the lengths of all the sides and add them to get the perimeter. In this case, boundary or perimeter is equal to sum of all the sides. If the shape is open, we simply say that is length of that curve, not perimeter. I have already discussed about this closed and open shape in shapes and angles chapter. See, the first three shapes, this one and this one, these are closed shape. But look at these curves, they are not closed. So in this case we cannot say they have boundary. We just simply measure this length and we can say the length of the curve. Okay, but in this case the shapes are closed, so we can calculate their boundary. See, in the first figure I have taken a triangle. Here all the sides of the triangle are 4 cm, 3.61 cm and 3.61 cm. So what will be the perimeter? Just add the side. 4 plus 3.61 and 3.61, you will get 11.21 cm. Next I have taken a rectangle. Here the sides of the rectangle are 4 cm, 3 cm, 4 cm and 3 cm. Add them, you will get perimeter as 14 cm. Next one, what is this shape? How many sides it has? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is a pentagon. So just add the sides and you will get 14.4 cm as the perimeter or boundary. In this case, I have taken a hexagon. Each side is of 3 cm. So 6 sides, 6 into 3, 18 cm. Like this, we calculate the perimeter of different shapes. See, here I have taken two rectangles and I have used here square grid. Okay, so first blue rectangle has breadth 4 cm and length 8 cm. Okay, so add them, 8 plus 8, 16 and 4 plus 4, 8. So together 24 cm. And the pink rectangle is 12 cm length and breadth 3 cm. So 12 plus 3 is 15 into 2, 30 cm is its boundary. So we have got one formula here. Perimeter of a rectangle is equal to 2 into length plus breadth. What we are doing? We are calculating the length 2 times and breadth 2 times. That is 2 length plus 2 breadth. So that we can write in a formula that is equal to 2 into length plus breadth. When it is a square, each side are equal. So if one side, look at this picture, if one side is 4 cm, then 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. Okay, so we can take 4 into 4, that is 16 cm. So we are getting another formula, that is perimeter of a square equal to 4 into length of any side. So we have got two formula, one for rectangle and one for square. Perimeter of a rectangle is 2 into length plus breadth, and perimeter of a square equal to 4 into length of any side. Now, what about these? These are not regular shapes. These are made of irregular curves, but these are closed. So, they must have boundary. So, how to calculate boundary of such figures? For this, I will show you. Okay, look here, I have already drawn a curve here, an irregular one, but it is closed. To calculate its boundary, I need a thread. You can use a thinner one. I am using a woolen thread so that it will be clearly visible to you. Now, I have fixed one end of the thread so that it will not move. Now, place your thread along the curve, and suppose I have done up to here, I can fix it with another pin so that it will not move. Again, go on, again I will fix it. Why I am fixing, children? Because it will not move. Okay, now like this, from here I have started, I have fixed the initial end up to this. I can cut it from here, or I can mark it with a color pen so that I can measure it. The more points you fix and place them appropriately on the irregular shape, you can calculate the perimeter more accurately. Now remove all the pins, take the thread out and take a ruler, or you call it scale. You must have it in your instrument box. See, I have put a knot here so that I will take 0 from there. Now I have cut it. So this is 30, this is more than 30. Again I will take from 0. So see, it is 30 plus 15 is equal to 30 plus 15 is equal to 45 centimeter. So the curve I have drawn here is having a boundary of 45 centimeter. Children, I think you have understood how to measure boundary of such irregular shapes. Any irregular shapes given, what you will do, you will take a thread like this and fix a point and just keep your thread over the curve and mark it or cut it, and then measure, making it straight using your scale or ruler, so that you can find the boundary of any irregular shape. Now let us come to area. What do you understand by area? Area means the space occupied by any closed shape. Look at the pictures I have taken. I have taken a rectangle and a circle. The green portion is the space inside the rectangle, and in the next picture the yellow portion is the space occupied that circle. So the green part represent area of that rectangle. So area is basically the space occupied by any closed shape. Can we find area of any open shape? No, not exactly. For finding area, we need a closed shape. So how can we calculate this area? Look here, I have two rectangles. Okay, can you tell me which one is bigger and which one is smaller? Quite confusing, isn't it? So what we'll do, let us find out a mean so that we can know its area and we can compare. For that, I have taken a small size square like this. Okay, and we'll use this square to measure the space occupied by these two rectangles. Let us do it. So here I have some square of yellow color. I will put them on this. Let me see how many squares are required to fill up this space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Another 6 will be required perhaps. Let me check. Arrange them tightly. Okay, so see how many squares cover the rectangle. There are 12 squares. Now let us put on the other rectangle. Okay, let me arrange them tightly. Oh, here also 12 squares cover the rectangle. That means what? Both the rectangle I have shown you from the beginning, they are equal in size. Though one looks bigger and one looks little smaller, but they are equal because they are occupying equal space. How we have measured that space? We have used such a square tiles. Okay, so let us take one of the rectangle I have used and measure its area in another square grid. I have already drawn its outline on this square grid. See, here we have got 12 square units. But here what I am getting? These two I am taking one half, 1, 2, 3, 4 and this one half, and 5, 6, 7 like this I have got 31 squares. Okay, and this one have 31 square units. Here I have got 12 square units and here I am getting 31.5 square units. So how is it? How is it possible? If we are taking a little small square, we are getting another result. So what should we do to get a standardized unit to calculate area? Let us discuss. Look here, I have drawn two rectangles, blue and pink. Which one is bigger? As I have shown you on the paper cutting and you could not follow it, so we have used a square as a unit. But we have seen that we are getting two different results. In one we are getting 12 square unit as area and another we are getting 31.5 square units. So for this, what we will do, we will take a 1 centimeter square as a standard unit. So 1 centimeter square will have 1 into 1 square centimeter area. So this will take as a standard unit and we will measure our area using these small squares. How many such 1 centimeter square will cover our specific closed shape that decides the area of the shape. For a larger space, a square of 1 meter or 1 kilometer size is taken as the standard unit. So, using this 1 centimeter square, its area is 1 square centimeter. So, this is our unit to measure area. Unit of area is written as square centimeter or square meter or square kilometer basing on its size. Look here. On a square grid, I have taken the blue rectangle and the pink rectangle. See, here I have taken the square grid as 1 centimeter. So, how many square it is occupying? The blue one is occupying 32 squares of 1 centimeter. So, what is its area? Its area is 32 square centimeter. And the pink rectangle is covering 36 small squares of 1 centimeter. So, what is its area? 36 square centimeter. How? Because one smaller square is 1 square centimeter. So, 32 square centimeter. Like this, we calculate area of closed regular shapes. Let me take another example. Here, I have taken another two rectangles, length 6 centimeter and breadth 3 centimeter. So, how many squares it is occupying? Calculate. 1, 2, 3 and 3 into 6, 18 square. So, its area is 18 square centimeter. And the below rectangle EFGH is having length 8 centimeter and breadth 2 centimeter. So it is covering 16 smaller square and its area is 16 square centimeter. What about these squares? This square are of, first one is of side 6 centimeter and second one is of side 4 centimeter. Check the first one, how many squares it is occupying. I think it is 36. How can you calculate easily? 6 into 6, that is 36. And the next one, 4 into 4, 16 square centimeter. If you have observed carefully, we are getting here two formulas for area of rectangle and area of square. So, area of rectangle is length into breadth. And what is area of square? It is side into side. Okay. Now, how to find out area of any irregular shape? Irregular shapes means the curve is not made of line segments, rather it is made of any curve. Let me show you. Here I have already made an irregular shape. Okay, so what we have to do, in the previous one what we have done, we have calculated how many small square the closed shape is covering, or how many small square will cover that closed shape. So we have to calculate the number of smaller square. Here I have marked the smaller square with green tick to mark the full square, because you can see children, there are some full square like this, and in some cases the square is not covered fully. See here, only part of the square is covered, here. Okay, so first I have calculated the full square. So how many full squares I have got? I have already written here to save time. I have got 51 full square marked with green color. Then I have calculated the number of pink tick which marked the squares which are more than half. See carefully, this one is little more than half, this one more than half. So like this I have marked all the squares which cover more than half of the smaller square. Okay, next I have calculated the number of half square. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you can see, it is covering nearly half of the smaller square. Okay, so 4 half squares means 2 full squares. Okay, now there are some squares, part of squares I have crossed. This one with orange color. Why I have crossed? Because here the number of more than half square, we are counting it as one full square. Okay, so here we are taking little more. So this smaller one which covers less than half, will ignore them. So that will be adjusted in between. So remember, take the number of full square, take the number of more than half square as one square, and take the half square as half, so that 2 half will make 1 square, and those who are less than half will just ignore them. Why? Because that will be adjusted in that part where I have taken more than half as 1. Okay, so this is the rule. So what we have got, let us summarize. We have got 51 full square, 14 more than half square, and 4 half square which I have taken as 2 full square. So add them, 51 plus 14 plus 2. So that is equal to 67 square units. So area of this irregular shape is 61 square units. I will explain it again on your screen. See, I have taken another irregular shape here made of curve, and these are line segment also, but this is not a regular shape as rectangle and your square. Okay, so here I have calculated 19 full square. I have marked it as brown color. Then 12 more than half square, I have taken it as green. Then 2 half square, I have taken it another color, so it will become 1 square centimeter. So add them, 19 plus 12 plus 1. You will get 32 square centimeter. This method of calculating area is approximated. It gives us an approximated value of area. Children, I hope you have understood how to calculate area of irregular shapes. Now, let us solve some applications problems based on area and perimeter. I have told you in the beginning why should we learn the concept of area and perimeter. Okay, because we need it in our daily life also. Let's solve some problems from your book. First question I have taken, Orbaz plans to tile his kitchen floor with green square tiles. Each side of the tile is 10 cm. His kitchen is 220 cm in length and 180 cm wide. So how many tiles will he need? So what we have to calculate here? First we have to calculate area of the floor. Then we have to calculate area of the single tile. Okay, then we have to divide area of floor by area of each tile. So we'll get number of tiles required for that floor. Here I have solved. Check, area of the kitchen floor is length into breadth, that is a rectangular shape, 220 into 180. So unit will be square centimeter. Okay, so 220 into 180, that is 39600 square, 39,600 square centimeter. Now what is area of each square tile? Each side is of 10 centimeter. So 10 into 10, that is equal to 100 square centimeter. So number of square tiles required is equal to area of the floor divided by area of each tile. So that is equal to 39600 divided by 100, that is 396. So Orbaz needs 396 tiles for his kitchen floor. Let us take another question. The fencing of a square garden is 20 meter in length. How long is one side of the garden? Listen children, read the question carefully. Here boundary is given. Fencing means boundary, that is perimeter. Perimeter of the square shape garden is given. What we have to find? We have to find each side of the garden. So you know the rule for finding perimeter of a square. What is that? 4 into side is equal to perimeter. So here it is given 4 into side is equal to 20 meter. So what will be each side? 20 divided by 4, that is equal to 5 meter. So each side of the square garden is 5 meter. If a question would be attached to this question that find the area of that square garden, what will do? Just do the formula that side into side. 5 meter into 5 meter, 25 square meter is the area of the garden. Okay, this is another question from your book. Sania, Arushi, Manav and Kabir made greeting cards. Complete the table for their cards. Mainly your greeting cards are of rectangular shapes. Okay, so whose card? Length, width, perimeter and area. There is a table given for you. First one, length is given 10 centimeter and width is given 8 centimeter. So you have to calculate perimeter and area. Very easy. You know the formula. What is that? 2 into length plus breadth. Here length plus breadth is 10 plus 8, 18 centimeter, and 2 into 18 is 36 centimeter. And what will be area? 8 into 10, 80 square centimeter. Now the next question was Manav. Here length is given and perimeter is given. How to calculate the breadth? Yes, we know 2 whole into length plus breadth is equal to 44. So length plus breadth will be 44 divided by 2, that is 22. So 22, from 22 length is 11. What will be breadth? 22 minus 11, 11 centimeter. So we have got length 11 and width 11 centimeter. So area will be length into breadth, 11 into 11 will get 121 square centimeter. Like this other two will find out. Here width is given in the next one, for Arusi's card. Width is given 8 centimeter and area is given. Okay, so length into breadth equal to area. One of the value is given, breadth is given. So area divided by breadth, 80 by 8, 10 centimeter is our length. Last one, area is given 100 square centimeter and perimeter is given 40 centimeter. Children, here you have to just put trial and error method, that 100 square centimeter how will arrange so that you can get perimeter 40 centimeter. So I have got here length and width are 10 centimeter and 10 centimeter. Is the perimeter 40 centimeter? Yes, because 10 into 4 you will get 40 centimeter. Okay, so like this you can solve many word problems. See, another question was given in your book. Nasrina, a farmer who wants to divide her land equally among her 3 children, Chumki, Jhumri and Imran. She wants to divide the land so that each piece of land has 1 tree. Her land looks like this. See, the 3 trees are scattered, isn't it? So you have to divide the whole land in such a way so that each of her children will get equal amount of land and 1 tree each. So for that, what we have to do, first you calculate the number of smaller square on her land. We have divided her land with some small square units. Okay, so how many squares are there? There are 90 squares. If you count properly, you will get 90 square. So each child should get 90 divided by 3, 30 squares, isn't it? And we have to divide in such a way so that with 30 square there should be a tree, because the farmer wants her children to get equal amount of land, that too with a tree. So I have colored the land like this: red, purple and blue. Children, you can do it in any other way also. You try it and do it as I have done. You can do it with another way also. Just remember, you have to keep 30 squares together with a tree. Understand? Next, another story is there in your book, that 2 carpenters were there, Chegu and Anar. They made a beautiful bed for the king, and the king was so happy. So he wanted to give them Chegu and Anar. He said that Chegu, you take as much amount of land that will have a boundary of 100 meter. Okay, so Chegu was so happy. So he made experiment so that he could take maximum amount of land that should have a boundary of 100 meter. Okay, that means in this question perimeter is given. Perimeter is 100 meter. We have to find out area in such a way so that Chegu should get maximum land with area. That means maximum area. So let's try with trial and error method. First, what he did, he made a land of 30 meter into 20 meter. Okay, so what is area? 30 into 20, he got 600 square meter. So he said I should do it in another way. What he did, first one he did 10 into 40 meter. So he got 400 square meters. Then he tried 30 meter into 20 meter, he got 600 square meter. So 600 square meter is naturally more than 400 square meter. Again he tried. But Chegu's wife was very clever. What Chegu was trying, he tried 25 into 25, he got 625 square meter. 24 into 24, 624 square meter. 5 into 45, 225 square meter. Like this you can also try. But the maximum size by making a rectangular piece of land was 625 square meter. It is not more than that. But Chegu's wife was very clever. What she did, she made a circle out of that boundary, and she got 800 square meter of land. So Chegu decided to take a circular piece of land, as none of the rectangle will have an area more than 800 square meter. Now comes the turn of Anar. The king said, okay, Chegu has taken 800 square meters of land. Anar, now I'll give you as much gold ware which can make a boundary for land with area 800 square meters. Okay, understand? For 800 square meters boundary, how much it will be? That much length of gold will be given to Anar. So Anar also tried. What he did first, he made a rectangle A with length 40 meter and 20 meter. So what will be its boundary? 2 into length plus breadth, 40 plus 20, 60, 2 into 60, that is 120 meters. He was not satisfied. He said I will make a bigger one. So he tried with 80 meter and 10 meter. Here he has got 180 meter of gold ware. He was still thinking, how can I make my gold a bigger amount. So he made another rectangle of boundary 800 meter. Okay, how he had made it? He had made the length 800 meter and breadth 1 meter. See, here the area is 800 into 1, 800 square meter. Okay, but what will be the perimeter? Perimeter will be 1602 meters. So, by trying and trying, Anar is increasing the length of his gold wire. Next, he made 8000 meter into 0.1 meter. Oh my god, its area is also 800 square meter, 800 into 0.1, but its perimeter is 16,000.2 meters of gold wire. Now the king has fainted. He has not thought that Anar will take so much of gold. Now children, you can try so that you will get another method to get more length of gold wire, so that you will become the king. How? Make the length 8000 meter and breadth 1 centimeter, that is equal to 0.01 meter. So here perimeter will be 160,000.02 meter. So assignments for you children: a square carom board has a perimeter of 320 centimeter. How much is its area? I have already explained how to calculate perimeter and area. Here perimeter is given, you have to find out its area. Next one is a thin wire 20 centimeter long is formed into a rectangle. If the width of this rectangle is 4 centimeter, what is its length? Okay, understand the question and try to find out the answer. I have another question taken from your book. You have to do it yourself, because I have already explained how to calculate perimeter and boundary of such irregular shapes. Here 2 legs are given. As you can see, they are having irregular shapes. You have to calculate both boundary and area of these 2 shapes and try to finalize which one will be good for the birds and which one will be good for the boating. Okay, so that the birds can be saved. With this, I hope you have understood the concept of area and boundary. Thank you.